Baltisberger. I go to La Follette High School, and this is my prep profile.
Emily, a three-sport athlete, that's a dying breed in some schools, especially the size of La Follette. How has that helped you out, and what do you like about being a multiple sport athlete?
It's helped me out a lot with time management, being like a student and having to go to practice every day and going to meets and games, being able to like manage your time and getting your schoolwork done, and it's helped a lot.
Now, you were originally basketball, cross country, and track, but you had to end up your track career. How did that happen?
Well, I did track my freshman year, and then sophomore year basketball, January 5th, I tore my ACL, so I was not able to do track that next spring.
Now, what do you like about cross country? How is that different for basketball? Some say they use it as a conditioning, but it's totally different.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be for at first, but it's a completely different running style. I mean, you don't run 2.5 miles down the court in a straight line, so it just helps a lot with like endurance and getting in shape and ready for a basketball season, but in terms of the running, it's a lot different.
It's a very social sport, though, cross country,
yeah.
Isn't it? What do you like about that sport?
The team dinners. We had like 30 people for team dinners. We'd have to like pile in the basement because nobody had enough chairs and tables. And just like everybody gets to participate. Like you're not like sitting on a bench or subbing in for somebody. Everybody participates in the race, so it's really cool.
Now, you got to start playing basketball in Hawaii when you were 3.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Do you have an older sibling that kind of got you involved, or?
Well, my sister's 2 years older than me, and she started kindergarten that year, and she was kind of doing some like sports at the Y too. So I don't know. I just tried out basketball, and it seemed really fun. I knew some other kids that were doing it too. I had a really cool coach. His name was Johnny. It was fun.
I said, if you could play any sport.
Soccer.
Is that tough to make that choice between cross country and soccer?
Well, soccer's
soccer is spring sport,
yeah.
rather, but first with track.
Yeah. I don't know. I think last year I was going to do soccer, and then I wanted to do AAU basketball, and I didn't know if those would conflict at all, so I decided to just do AAU basketball and make that total commitment. And so this year I'm thinking about doing soccer. Yeah. What
do you like about your school? What makes La Follette special for you?
I really like the diversity. We have a lot of people at our school that are different, come from different backgrounds, and I'm friends with a lot of them, and it's just nice to have everybody together, and I also really like the teachers and the staffs.
Nickname Squeaker?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, when I was a baby, I didn't really cry that much. I would just make like sort of a squeaky noise, so my parents named me Squeaker.
And you've never been able to get rid of that one, huh?
I guess not.
Role model is Lance Armstrong. What makes him special for you?
Well, I did a project in like 5th grade. We had to read a book about somebody and then write a paper on it and do like a book report. And I did Lance Armstrong's. It's about the bike, or it's not about the bike. Can't really remember. And it was like a really long book, but it was so interesting how he went from like having testicular cancer and tumors and lesions, all these things, and like he got through it, and he's still like an amazing athlete.
Your most inspirational teammate? It's my entire team. Which team is that?
Basketball team.
What? You have a new coach.
Coach Rody, Coach Young.
And how's that going?
That's awesome.
Especially for a senior. I mean, to have new coaches come in, that can be difficult. But it's been a pretty good transition. Yeah,
it's been fun. I mean, we've had a lot of different like varsity coaches over the years, and all of them have been great. They have different coaching styles and everything, but I'm really excited for this year.
Favorite athlete, Donald Driver. He seems to be pretty popular. Are you a big Packer fan? Do you
Yeah.
have to watch your Packers every week?
Yeah.
Do you have a jersey? Do you do the whole route?
I don't have a jersey. I used to have a Favre jersey, but I don't really wear that anymore.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Huh? Favorite TV show, Grey's Anatomy. Who's your favorite character?
Probably. Oh gosh, Christina.
Why would that be?
Because she's just so snotty.
You get to watch much TV with your schedule?
Not really. A lot of homework and a lot of sports.
Now, also, I said you like your high school because of the diversity. But dream date, Johnny Depp. How's that? Is that from the Pirates movies? Or?
Yeah, it's from all of them. He just like has so many different characters. He can look like so many different people, and I just always wanted to meet him. And I don't know. I guess I'd go on a date with him.
What do you have any plans for next year at this point? What you want to do?
I have a few colleges in mind. Yeah, I applied to Marquette and Oshkosh and Edgewood, and I got into Edgewood and Oshkosh as of right now, and I'll probably get a letter soon for Marquette. And I was thinking basketball at Oshkosh or Edgewood, and if not, and just focusing on academics, probably Marquette.
And what do you want to study?
Nursing.
Okay. And is there somebody in the family that's been medical, or how did you decide that career?
Yeah, well, my dad's actually becoming a nurse right now, and he's gone back to school, and he really likes it. And I went to job shadow him one time at work, and it just seemed like a really cool thing, and now I'm just really interested in it.
And just a people person too.
Mhm.
You were born in Boulder.
Mhm.
How long did you live there, and did you move right to Madison from there?
No, we didn't move right from there. We were only there for like a year or two because my sister was born in Denver, and then I was born in Boulder, and then we moved actually to Minnesota, and then came here. I think when my sister was 4 or 3, one of the two. So
do you have any loyalties to any Denver teams? Are you a Tim Tebow fan?
not really. No.
Okay. You want to talk about the Miss Wisconsin teen pageant, Teen USA?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
It was really interesting, actually. My mom just kind of suggested it one day as a joke, like, oh, that'd be cool if you got to do a pageant. And then my sister, who is like 20 now, my mom was like kind of researching it, and then she found that there was the Miss Wisconsin teen pageant. And my sister did it 2 years before me, and she really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for her, and so I said, oh, what the heck, why not? And it was actually a really good experience. I didn't think it was going to be at all like it was. You got to meet a lot of new people. It was like very good interviewing skills and, I don't know, confidence boosters and answering questions in front of an audience. It was really fun.
So your third runner-up?
Yeah.
Was that pretty exciting when they count down who wins?
Well, because there was 39 girls in the teen, and then after 39 it went right down to the top 15, and so when I got announced in there I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And then they do the top 5, so it's like they cut it so down, like so far down every time, and then I was the 4th one called for the top 5. Or the last one, actually, yeah, number 5, and then I was like shaking, I was so nervous, and then we had to answer a question on stage. And then it was really cool, though, because all the people that were in the top 5 had experience in pageants, so.
What was the question? Do you remember what you were
Yeah,
asked?
it was, how does texting conflict or influence people's communication skills? And I just basically said I think it kind of impacts our ability to talk one-on-one anymore, and we're always relying on, like, shorthand and just saying, oh, I'll see you in a minute, instead of, like, calling each other anymore, and like going to the person's house or letters or anything like that. It's kind of like just developed into this like quick text.
So are you big into social networking? Do you have Facebook or?
Yeah, I have Facebook and Twitter, and I text a lot.
So whole different generation now.
Yeah.
How about your parents? Are they into the texting or any of that?
My dad kind of is. My mom has a Facebook, but she's not very good at it, and like her text messages are not very good. I'll ask her if I can do something, and she'll text like a Y if it's a yes, or like an N if it's a no. She's gotten a little better, but it's
it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
And any particular activities you've been involved in, volunteer? Do you have a particular volunteer program you like to work with?
Well, I'm in SAC, Student Athletic Advisory Council right now, and I'm in HOSA. And both of those we do some volunteer work. We're actually going to do these Bears for Children's Hospital, where we raise money to give bears to the kids at the Children's Hospital. And then for SAC, we do a bunch of stuff. Frozen 5, I did bell ringing last weekend. So there's a lot of stuff, yeah.
How difficult is it to be a student athlete, and with all the pressures with drinking and other activities that go on in school and go on in society?
It is a little bit, but I think just being a part of a team that all has the same morals and values as you, it makes it a lot easier because you're all in it together and you're all like striving for the same goal. So when you have other people to like hang out with on the weekends when everybody else is doing those things or doing things that I necessarily can't do or don't want to do because of sports and my academics and everything, you have a whole entire team and support system that you get to hang out with, and it's actually really cool.
And the SAC, do our schools have that, or is La Follette kind of unique in that?
I haven't heard of anybody having that, but it's student athlete club, so you have to be an athlete to even participate in it, but it's basically like abiding by the code, not drinking, not doing drugs, not breaking the athletic code in any way, and volunteer work. So yeah, I don't know if a lot of schools have it. They may have some sort of other type of SAC
Something
club.
you would
Yeah.
encourage, though, has that been very beneficial for you as a student athlete?
Yes. I've been in it since freshman year, and it's been really fun.
All right, and well, you've got basketball season, and then we'll see what happens in the spring. Maybe you have a spring sport?
Yeah, soccer.
Okay, well, good luck, Emily, and thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.